Hello people, hope you're all doing good. Welcome back to another video. A little different video, I guess. It's pretty much just a few mini reviews in one video. Pretty much, I changed my views on a few films that I've seen this year. Early reviews don't really matter to me now because I kind of changed my opinions on a few films and I wanted to talk about them. I'm going to talk about 3 films that have been changed for me. My opinions on them have changed and I like them more, some of them, and some I have disliked a lot more. There are a few honourable mentions that I do want to talk about. The first honourable mention is only a small change. It's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I still liked it when I went to go and see it. I thought it was great. But after watching it again, yeah, it's amazing. I still have my gripes with it. I still think Adam Warlock was pretty bad and that whole Star-Lord and Gamora plotline was done really poorly, but I don't know, the positives just way outweigh the negatives. So, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, it's really good. It's absolutely amazing to me, even better. Another film which has gone on the decline is that film called Ghosted. I still gave it a pretty negative review, but now it's really, really bad. Every time I think about that movie, I just hate it more and more and more. And yeah, it's going low down in ratings for me. So yeah, that's easily like top 5 worst movies of the year for me now. But the first movie I did want to majorly focus on was the Super Mario Bros. Movie. When I reviewed it, I got quite a few dislikes. Not like millions or hundreds of thousands, but for my channel at least quite a bit. And I give it a pretty mediocre review. But after watching it again, I actually quite liked it. I found myself enjoying it a lot more than I expected. The jokes were a lot funnier. I felt the character arcs were a little bit better than what I thought they were. The story is still incredibly basic. There's no getting over that. It's a kiddie movie, but it's a lot of fun. It still captures the magic of the Mario games, and I don't know, I just have a lot of appreciation for it now. So yeah, I think I will probably be watching this movie a lot more in the future. I really enjoyed its second viewing, so yeah, Super Mario Bros. Movie, it's gone up in rating for me. But now on to the 2 movies that I really wanted to focus on. First of all, now I gave this a solid review when it first came out. I thought it was solid, nothing great. And yeah, the movie's pretty bad. Yeah, the movie is pretty bad now. I did say in my review that this was more of a trailer than a movie, and I still very much stand by that. But this movie hardly has any character, any story for that matter. It is just 2 hours of setup really for the future of the MCU. I still have my positives with it. Kang is still great. Jonathan Majors kills it in that role. Paul Rudd's still great as Ant-Man. I really do like that scene where multiple Ant-Men pop up and everything. That's a cool scene. And I still think some of the visuals are fine. But I did notice a lot more the CGI was really bad. MODOK was still awful. There's no getting over that at all. The other characters still do absolutely nothing. Wasp still does nothing. In fact, she could be cut out of the movie. Nothing would really change, really. And as I said, there's just nothing here really with Quantumania. It's the worst of the Ant-Man films for me. And I don't think the Ant-Man films are great or anything, but at least they had a story and something to connect to, and it did have some really cool moments. With this one, apart from that one moment with multiple Ant-Men, there's nothing really memorable about this film, and yeah, it's just set up. That's all it is. It's not a real movie. It is just a trailer. So yeah, I didn't really enjoy Quantumania on the second viewing, unfortunately. But the movie I really did want to focus on in this video... Now, when I reviewed this for the first time, I gave it, again like Quantumania, a solid review. Didn't think it was anything great. But after watching it again, I watched it last night. This film is really flawed, like, pretty bad, if I'm being honest. The plot is full of plot holes, especially that third act. Forget all the horrendous CGI cameos, the disgusting cameos. That final act kind of crumbles the whole film. The whole movie sends this message of, oh, you know, we need to let go of the past and everything. And yet Barry still changes the timeline by moving the can of tomatoes to the top shelf so the security cameras can catch his dad looking up. So you kind of just contradicted yourself there. So the movie kind of slaps itself in the face. And also, like, some of the other story elements just do not work. Michael Keaton's Batman could be any other Batman. You could put Ben Affleck's Batman in there, wouldn't change a thing. With Supergirl, no matter how much I love the portrayal of her and how brilliant Sasha Calle is in the role.
What did you do to Kal-El?
Your sacrifice that will allow Krypton to live again.
What did you do?
Again, like, it changes nothing. It basically changes nothing. You could put Henry Cavill's Superman in here. I would have actually preferred that, really. You know, because he's never coming back. Would have been nice to have a quick send-off for him. Little final hurrah. But no. Another thing that I did notice is that the other Barry Allen Witch, I didn't mind first viewing. I just said, oh, he's a less annoying, more funny, somehow I said that, more funnier version than the Justice League version of The Flash. No, in this, I wanted to strangle him. He was incredibly annoying. His horrible laugh. Like, no, it's awful. Never in my life do I want to see two Ezra Millers. And never in my life do I want to see Ezra Miller's arse. That is a shot in this movie when he burns all his clothes after running fast for the first time. I did not need to see that, Warner Brothers. Why did you show me that? And I still have the other gripes. CGI, of course. That whole romance is just awful. It doesn't need to be there. The two actors have zero chemistry. The whole first 15 minutes is pointless. You could cut that out and nothing really changes about this movie. It's an extended action scene because, if I'm being honest, for me, the movie was kind of boring. I knew what was going to happen. The plot just moved all over the place. That third act just really muddled my head up. So, it kind of just really annoyed me with how the story flowed. Visually, it looked awful. Some of the acting as well. There's one moment in the final battle where, spoiler if you haven't seen it, but Michael Keaton's Batman dies for the first time and Ezra Miller shouts no, and it's an awful take. You couldn't have done another take with that. I'm sorry, but yeah. And the ending as well. I know it's supposed to be a complete joke, seeing George Clooney's Batman come out of the car. But no, I'm sorry. It just made things a whole lot confusing. The post-credit scene is awful. For a movie that's supposed to end this whole awful universe, create a new one, that's the post-credit scene you come up with. The post-credit scenes in Morbius made more sense and were more interesting than that. And that is really saying something. So yeah, The Flash is a bad movie now. I've really changed my opinion on it. I still have my positives with it. Sasha Calle's Supergirl, I'll always praise that. She gets credit, but not enough. Michael Keaton's Batman, he's still great in the role. He's still really good in it. Ezra Miller is fine. I think I gave him a bit too much praise with his performance last time, but he does fine in some parts. Some parts he's really good, sometimes he's not. But yeah, like, I can't see myself watching this movie again, unfortunately. It's another disappointing entry into this cinematic universe, which I'm so glad it's over. I'm excited for Blue Beetle because it looks like a bit of fresh air, a bit of fun. So yeah, The Flash has really changed in my mind now. And yeah, that's pretty much it with all my opinion changes. I think other films pretty much just like small tweaks, really, like Ghosted and all that. But yeah, those three are the ones that I really wanted to focus on mainly because my opinions of them have changed drastically. But yeah, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have seen any of these films, what did you think about them? Did you like any of them? Do you not? Let me know. Always love to hear your thoughts. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a good day. See you later.